Okay, here we go. Here's your review. Pay attention. Listen. Some of y'all ain't listening. You might want to start studying. Okay. Here we go. We got the Constitution. You got your cover art title. All right, that's going to be due. You got your concepts. You should be able to answer all of these. Why the Articles of Confederation fell. The impact of Shays' Rebellion. Okay, motivated the framers of the Constitution. What is checks and balances and the purpose. Separation of powers. Okay. We got our 4 Enlightenment philosophers. Okay, you should already know them. We got Thomas Hobbes. I went over it, okay? Talks about an absolute monarch. Know it. And we got John Locke. Remember, John Locke comes to your mind. Life, liberty, ownership of property. All should be granted rights by God. Okay? The government should protect it. Montesquieu. Montesquieu started the 3 branches of government. Separation of powers. Boom. Know that. Jean-Jacques. Remember, he talked about sovereign power. Okay, does not lie within a ruler, but a community by itself. Okay, 100% guarantee. I'm going to ask you on the quiz to name me the 4 people, spelling the best you can, and what they did. Guarantee quiz question. If you're listening to watching this video, it's on there. Okay, next. Okay. It's in your handout. Talks about the weaknesses of the Articles of Confederation. Okay, we know what the Northwest Ordinance is. Okay, its methods were, remember, new states. Okay, just can't join. There's a process. The process is called the Northwest Ordinance. Okay, we also got federalism. That's when the government, state government, and federal government share power. Okay, these are the time periods. End of American Revolution. Okay, Shays' Rebellion. Here is what Shays' Rebellion is. Okay, this sums it up. 6-month rebellion. 1,000 farmers attacked a federal arsenal to protest. Here is your video you should have watched with your 7 facts. Okay, here's your summary of what the Shays' Rebellion is. Moving on. Okay, so we got the federal government under the Articles of Confederation. This was the problem. Okay. Those are some of the problems with it. I'm probably going to ask you to name me some problems with the Articles of Confederation. Moving on. We got the Godfather, James Madison. His nickname was the father of the Constitution. You watched the brain pop. You got the 7 facts. You learned it. Okay? Remember, he's your 4th president, father of the Constitution. All right. Then we got the constitutional influences. This video talked about John Locke. All right, talked about Thomas Jefferson, talked about the difference between a unicameral and a bicameral. Know that. A unicameral is a one-house legislator. A bicameral is what we have in the U.S., which is the Senate and House of Representatives, which is a 2-house legislator. So unicameral, unicameral, one-house legislator, bicameral, 2-house legislator. Okay? Then we got this video talked about the Philadelphia Convention. Okay, you got your 10 facts. You watched the video. Okay, we got the Constitutional Convention. Remember, they're going to meet in Philadelphia in 1787. They're going to try to figure out how to come up with a stronger central government. Remember, the Articles of Confederation was too weak. So all the states, except one, is not going to be there. We know which one that is. But they're going to try to figure out how the best way to come up with a constitution would be. So they came up with 2 plans. First, you got the Virginia plan. Okay? Virginia plan, large states loved this. Okay? Because each state was represented proportionally to its population. Like California would be today. That's why they get in the House of Representatives 50-some votes. Okay? So the small states were at this constitutional convention saying, no. We don't have a high population. It's not fair that you get more people. So they came up with a New Jersey plan for the small states. Equal representation regardless of the state's population. And in your mind, you should think equal representation, that's the Senate. Each state gets 2 senators. Well, there's the New Jersey plan. So they come up with the Great Compromise, also known as the Connecticut plan, which this is what we have in our United States today. Bicameral legislature, which is 2 House of Representatives will be on population, Senate's 2 per state. That's our legislative branch. Boom. Okay, we also got the 3/5 compromise. Northerners felt since slaves could not vote, they should not be counted when determining each state's electoral votes. Remember, in the South, we had slavery. North, you didn't. So a slave would count as 3/5 a person. So every 5 people count for 3 votes. Okay, know this for your quiz. The difference, know the 3/5 compromise, but then the difference between a Federalist and an anti-Federalist. Anti means against. If you ever hear any word saying anti, that means against something. So, you got your anti-Federalist. These are the people who opposed a strong central government. Okay? These are the ones that wanted your Bill of Rights, which we already know is your first 10 amendments. Okay? Your Federalists are going to, remember, Federalists, they're going to be for the federal government. If you're for the federal government, you want a strong central government. Okay? If you are anti-Federalist, you want a weaker central government. You want more power to go to the states. Okay? Kind of like Republicans and Democrats. Same sense. Democrats want more of a stronger central government. Republicans want more of your state rights. All right? So, Alexander Hamilton, James Madison, and John Jay wrote a series of newspaper articles supporting the Constitution known as the Federalist Papers. And you watched videos on these. Okay? These were essays. All right? Primary sources for understanding the original intent of the framers. Okay? They wanted, designed to persuade people why strong central governments. All right? The anti-Federalists opposed. They wanted the Bill of Rights. The Federalists were for a strong central government. Okay? You should have watched these videos. All right? Talks about the different anti-Federalists and Federalists. All right? Federalist Papers. All right? You got all your videos you should have watched. All right? I'm quickly going to hit you with Federalist number 10 and 51. Guarantee 110% it will be on your AP final. No doubt. Okay? I'm not going to make you read it, but if you went to this website, you would have the Federalist number 10. There's a series of so many different papers that they wrote. The two most important papers were Federalist number 10 and Federalist number 51. I'm quickly going to give you two answers to the quiz right now. So listen. Federalist number 10. Okay? Number 10 was written by James Madison. James Madison talked about factions. And what factions are, they are group, and the video right here explains it. Factions are groups of people like little cliques. Like when you go to the lunchroom, you got little cliques. Okay? How we're going to control the effects of factions. All right? They talked about a large republic. Okay? So know that number 10 talks about factions. All right? Number 51, I got them all right here if you want to read them, but you probably don't because they're pretty long. The main thing with number 51. Number 51, know this, was written by Alexander Hamilton and James Madison. And it talks about the separation of powers. Okay? Know that. So number 10 talks about factions and large republics. And 51 talks about the separation of powers. I'm going to say this again because it will be on your quiz. I would write this down. Okay? Federalist paper number 10 talks about factions, F-A-C-T-I-O-N-S, and groups of people, like your little cliques. Alright? Number 51 talks about the separation of powers. Alright? And number 10 also talked about large republics. Okay? Here is two good videos that talk about it. Alright, and explain it. I would know them. Alright? Then, you have your quiz. Okay? You're going to have some multiple choice questions that are going to be hard. Alright? I posted earlier in the year some short response questions and how you answer these short response questions. On your AP final, you will see four questions like this. There's going to be at least one on the branches of government. If you're watching this video, here is your exact question for your quiz on Friday. So I hope you're watching this question or watching this video and paying attention. Okay? Because when you see a question like this, there's going to be many parts to this question. There's going to be a A, B, C, and D. Okay? So, there's one question, two questions, three questions, four questions. Oh, wait, there's more than that because there's different parts. So you're going to have to figure out how many points the question is worth. I posted these videos, and I will post them again. All right? But you got to learn how to write. You got to read the question and then break it down. All right? There's different questions for each part. So it's not just the question ain't worth 1 point. On the AP final, it will be worth 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points. Okay? So you need to learn how the state is going to grade you. All right? The key to the game is write and write and write. All right?